Welcome back to the It's Time podcast. I'm Raya, that bitch is Kaylee, and welcome to the show.
Hey.
We just went like a few months with you doing the intro, and then it just stopped.
And then it just went away.
Just no more.
We heard you. We heard your opinions.
Everyone was in the comments like,
they were like,
can you get that bitch
Kaylee
out of
better
the intro?
stop with the intro.
And
so we did.
Yeah.
So don't ever say I don't value your opinion, because
we took that to heart. Okay.
Yeah,
Today
it's actually just Mariah's podcast now, and I just sit here.
The whole time just sits there.
With the mic in my hand, but I don't say anything.
That would be a crazy episode. We do that one day and we don't say anything. And I just talk at the camera for like an hour and you don't move. Okay, well, we're not going to do that. Today, we're going to play some games.
Today?
We're going to play a fun little game of Hot or Not. I feel like there's a dark history with that phrase.
Yeah, I just reminded her of that app that used to exist.
Like, I still don't fully remember it.
It literally was like, I think you could only have one picture too. So it was like it was like Tinder, but before Tinder existed, I think. Or I don't know, I was too young to use Tinder.
Yeah.
And it was like,
like
a
Tinder's
picture, and then
old.
you swiped hot or not.
It makes me think of
like, that's so uncalled for.
It makes me think of, what's it called? Sydney White, when they have like the hottest girls on campus website.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever, and like people vote like hot if they're hot, and then they get higher up on the list or whatever.
Oh my god, how many times have you and I been like, let's watch Sydney White, and then we go and it's not on any streaming ever.
Literally any Amanda Bynes movie I will watch any day. It's, I think, some of the best.
Very quotable. Today someone was asking me about cheese.
Oh.
I literally was like my favorite is like a smoked Gouda.
Yeah.
But then, of course, in my head, I'm like, my favorite's Gouda.
Yeah. She's the man, Sydney White.
Oh.
What's the British one?
Oh. What a Girl Wants.
What a Girl Wants. I'm missing a big one.
Did you ever watch the show, What I Like About You?
Yes.
So
Used
good.
to love. Was that on ABC Family?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. There were some good ABC Family shows, honestly.
There were. What a time. R.I.P. to ABC Family.
I know.
Because it switched to Freeform and they lost me.
It used to be, if you're near our age, like, it was such a time when we were, like, in middle school, I feel like. ABC Family was, like, everything, and it was all, like, Thursday nights at 8, you'd have to watch it at the, I mean, you didn't have to, technically, you could, like, watch it.
You could, like, DVR it.
Yeah, or watch it on their website, like, 2 days later or something. But, like, you really watched it when it aired.
Wait, isn't that crazy? It used to be a thing, like a very common thing, where something would air, and then the next day you could go to their website and you could watch it for free.
Right.
You could watch that new episode for free.
Yeah. It would just
streaming
have, like,
before streaming.
a few ads or whatever. But it would be on ABC Family's website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No subscription needed.
Remember Disney Channel's website back in the day?
Oh my god, are you okay? Disney Channel's website was crazy. You remember those games?
Yes, they were.
Remember the one where you could make the
best.
sandwich?
Yes, and then the game that...
Sometimes he does that.
The game that really used to stress me out... Does he have asthma or something?
I don't know, he might. He could. It's very rare. Like, every once in a while. Every couple of months.
Huh.
I'll just be like...
The game that would really stress me out was the Sweet Life.
The Sweet Life one was crazy.
And you'd have to, like, go up the levels, but you didn't want to get
run
caught.
Away from Mosby.
Oh my god, like, I'd be like, ah.
Yeah.
But I really liked the Hannah Montana ones. Wait, what was the sandwich one themed?
Lilo and Stitch, I think.
Oh. I also had, like, the Nintendo games. The, like, Hannah Montana one where you could, like, change in and out of her and, like, go, and you'd have, like, things you'd have to do at the school or whatever.
Tasks.
Yeah. I feel like Jonas Brothers had a game on the website, too. I feel like it was, like, a fashion thing. Like, you dress them or But I'm
going to give Kevin mutton chops.
I literally was on Disney Plus the other day because I wanted to watch like Halloween stuff, and they just have all the Halloween stuff. And then it said like watch live, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
I saw that the other day too.
Yeah. So then it said like Disney throwbacks, which like sad. That's us.
That is the throwbacks.
But yeah, it was like Disney throwbacks, and I turned it on, and it literally is just old Disney Channel shows on repeat, and there's no ads. I watched like 2 episodes of Jonas, and then it turned to
Jonas.
It turned to Hannah Montana, and I was like, this could be like the best background TV ever.
Yeah, that's so fun.
But then I went on my computer to watch it in bed, and it wasn't available on my computer, only on a TV.
Huh. What's the perk of that?
I don't know. And like live from what?
New York, it's Saturday night!
I really want to see that movie. Did you see it?
I saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh! You guys.
What?
I thought I liked Dylan O'Brien before.
Oh, well.
Here's the thing. His character, yuck.
He kind of always plays.
But the way
not always.
He executed it, also, he like, it was giving like late 30s, early 40-year-old man. Mm-hmm. Which is crazy.
He's getting older. He's not that old, though.
No, he's early 30s.
I think he's early 30s. I'm pretty sure he is.
Got to be.
But, like, I feel like the roles he's played recently have been, like, douchebag guys. But he does it really well.
Yeah. He's 33.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. See, like...
Look at him! You guys.
I could just put it on the screen.
Okay. Well, he's cute.
Have you watched Teen Wolf yet?
My ex-boyfriend and I used to watch Teen Wolf.
Okay.
I don't actually know how it ends.
Styles.
Would you believe me if I said that?
Styles.
It was his idea, not mine. He'd be like, "Let's watch Teen Wolf."
That.
Actually, yeah, I guess you know him, so of course you would believe that.
I believe that. But yeah, like Styles, like Styles is such a part of the Seth Cohen effect. Seth Cohen effect. It's that prototype.
Who's Seth Cohen?
It's Adam Brody in the OC.
Oh.
It's literally the same character. It's like the nerdy sidekick to the like serious brooding guy that like obsesses over his crush and would like do anything for them. Like,
I love that.
The way Styles is for Lydia is like everything, and the way Seth Cohen is for Summer is it's like literally would do anything to even like walk or like crawl on the ground.
That is the kind of man I want in life.
The energy I need. Like, I don't want it if it's not that. But like I never see that in person or in real life.
No.
IRL.
Did you see that news statistic that was like, now I gotta look it up.
What?
About women being single?
Yes. The percentage is expected to rise.
Mm-hmm. And it's like pretty crazy.
And not shocking.
God, who reposted that? Well, it's like, who am I gonna date? You know? What?
Let alone, it wasn't it like, or did it say single specifically, or was it referring to marriage?
By 2030, 45% of American women ages 25 to 44 are projected to be single.
That means like not married, right?
What's driving this number? The average age of marriage is increasing. Women are more focused on advancing their careers. Women desire more financial independence. Relationship standards are higher. Personal fulfillment is a priority. No, I think we're talking literally just
Wait, can you...
single.
You mumbled through. Can you list through the reasons? Because, yeah. Let's just list through those really quick.
Oh, yeah, you literally liked this. The average of age of marriage is increasing. Women are more focused on advancing their careers. Women desire more financial independence. Relationship standards are higher. Personal fulfillment is a priority. The last one's pretty crazy.
The last one's crazy, but the fact that those are reasons that are being cited for why women are staying single longer, if not permanently. Basically, women now have a choice. Hopefully, that will become more of a choice everywhere over time, like soon, like today, tomorrow. But
right
now that women are able to make their own decisions and choose and be their own person and have their own money and their own homes and things, what becomes less desirable? This is exactly why white supremacists and these like Handmaid's Tale ass looking ass men their whole the whole point not the whole point, I can't generalize it, but a reason to discriminate against like the queer community and against gay marriage specifically is because they think it's gonna like, and women's rights, all these things, it's gonna lessen the chance,
bodily autonomy.
Yeah, it's gonna lessen the chance of them being able to like have what like wives, marriage, because that's how they benefit the most. In a heterosexual relationship, traditionally, men benefit the most out of a marriage.
I'm sorry, that's so whack. Like, that's crazy. You would never catch me dating a man where I felt like they were getting more out of it than I was.
No, and it's because they want their little doll wife to like cook and clean, and like now that women don't have to do that, they're not all gonna do it. And that's not to say some people won't. It's literally just like, oh, the scales are evening out because now people have the option not to do that. Either they have the option to not be with a man if that they're not attracted to, or they have that option to like choose who they want to be with and not like I don't know. There's so many,
not be pigeonholed.
Yeah.
Into that one societally normalized form of relationship.
It's really upsetting.
What's crazy is like that number, if I had to guess, is not rising because anything's like necessarily changing right now. It's rising because all of that like freedom is still relatively new. Mm-hmm. The idea that a woman can own her own house, can have her own bank account, like all of that is still pretty fresh. Yeah. And we're still seeing the way that is affecting the generations that grow up with that option.
Like little things too that I always think of are like, if you're out at a restaurant, a lot of the time, like maybe not your table, but even just looking at other people, like a waiter will give the check to the man.
To the man, yeah.
Just like without even subconsciously, like, here's the check, and they always slide it to the man. I always notice the little things.
You know what? I always get really like, I always notice it, and I do it myself, and then I notice it immediately after. People of certain titles, like I don't know, lawyers. I would probably like just throw he out there and then be like,
without even thinking.
Isn't that crazy?
Professors, CEOs, bosses,
principals,
authoritarian, like police officers. So I do be noticing when all y'all are like fireman, mailman, policeman, men.
Fire people.
It's a firefighter, police officer. Like, you don't even have to say those
firefighter.
words. Firefighter, police officer, delivery
person.
I know, but I was trying to think of the
mail deliver.
Mailer.
Postal worker.
I like that.
We talked about that exactly on another episode, and the same thing with like the dark and the light.
Oh yeah.
Like dark is always evil.
Yeah, like our words really do.
They matter. They're sending subliminal messages.
They matter. Okay, so we started the episode with the tang. I just like can't not yap. Like if there's a silence, I have to fill it with yapping.
It's 555. That's crazy. You lifted up your phone and it was just 555. Absurd. The angel numbers have been absolutely crazy lately. I know we've been seeing them a lot since Europe.
Yeah.
But like in particular the last week, I see at least 3 a day.
For me, they're always 222, 333, 444, 555.
Do you ever see like the minute right before an angel number and you're like, oh God, that's like bad?
No. Or, like, I'm sure I do, but I don't, like, notice.
Oh, it's like very much an active thought in my head, especially like 4:43. I'm like,
Yeah, I
oh,
probably wouldn't have,
but
like,
it wasn't 4:44.
noticed it. Whoa.
Oh, now you're going
I
to.
hope I
Sorry.
don't, though.
Sorry.
Okay. Let's just jump right back into it.
Gonna play a little game of hot or not.
Hot or not?
The
Play the intro.
Da da dee da dee dee do do dee da dee dee do. You go first. Oh, you're so cute.
Okay, I'll go first for this hot or not. I don't know why it feels like a valley.
That's hot or not?
Is it hot?
Are we gonna play a hot or not?
Or is it not? Avocado toast.
Hot.
Hot.
Sexy hot.
Yeah, especially if it's like a bougie avocado toast, like a good sourdough, like toasted to perfection.
It has to be like an artisan, not an artisan. I actually don't like artisan. I don't like it when it's trying too hard, and I don't like it when it's not trying hard enough.
Okay.
Like, you can't take like just whatever piece of toast you have laying around and like put like some avocado schmear on it.
Schmear? Ew. Also, I hate
or like,
that.
What, schmear?
I don't like it when the avocado is so mushed up. It's like
when it's like
there's no. It's literally like cream cheese.
No. Like, not that I eat at Starbucks anymore, but
how they did
their
theirs.
avocado spread.
So bad.
No, disgusting. Immediately.
I also don't like it when it's like a grain bread and the avocado is like 2 inches thick, and then the bread is like so soggy that when you pick it up, it like bends. And
I really only like it on sourdough, to be honest.
It needs to be like a crisp. When I bite into it, there should be a crunch.
Yes.
There's good avocado toast and there's bad.
So true. But as a concept,
hot.
Hot or not, Crocs.
That was my next one.
No way.
Yeah. Not.
I agree. They actually really like bother me.
I don't really care. I just don't get it. Every time I see them, I'm like, okay, like you like them, cool, but like, why?
Well, I think they bother me because growing up, I did like Crocs. I had Crocs.
Never did.
And my feet would always get so hot and sweaty in there, and it'd be like slippery and slidey, and then you'd take your feet out and like you're playing at recess and like your feet are all dirty and the inside of your Crocs are all dirty. I just cannot relate to this. It's just like
like I've never experienced that. It was such a like specific
it just
memory that you have in your brain.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Period.
I was an annoying kid, and if something was popular, I wanted nothing to do with it. Like, I was like that kid. I was like, oh, you guys all want Crocs? You'll never catch me in one.
So what about like Heelys?
Never.
Wow. I still think that was such a genius concept.
I think Heelys are cool as fuck, though.
Like, whoever came up with that idea.
So smart.
Amazing. You should be an inventor.
Reality TV.
Hot.
I agree. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Personally.
Sometimes it's nice, especially like when you live a pretty drama-free life, to like tap into somebody else's drama. I actually think it helps. I think some people seek out drama in their life, and I'm like, maybe if you just like watched a little more reality TV, you could get your fill.
I think it works.
But I think other generations look at it as, oh, well, if you watch reality TV, then you're gonna like become this like dramatic person.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I know the older generation is like, it's bad, a bad influence, because I guess reality TV it usually has to do with like things that you don't necessarily, like the average person wouldn't want to do or wouldn't want to do like on TV. But that's what makes
or just like fighting
people or fighting.
Yeah.
That's what makes reality TV so fun, is because it's like all the things that you would maybe want to do if you were being like super out of pocket, or like, oh god, I wish I could just say something like that, but never would.
Yeah.
And you get to watch it all happen.
Like, I literally never would, but sometimes it's like, God, I wish I could just.
Yeah, some people, like, it's the most confrontational. You have to be so confrontational to be on reality TV. Otherwise, you'd get no airtime, and then you'd get kicked off.
Yeah.
But I don't love, like, Well, I've actually never watched Love is Blind and 90 Day Fiancé and stuff, but that's not really the type that I enjoy. Mm. I'm a Love Island kind.
Yeah. Jersey Shore.
Or Jersey Shore.
Can we talk about the downfall of The Bachelor? Crazy.
Like, people still love that shit.
I know, but it used to be, like, the thing.
Yeah. But it might still be the thing in certain people's
group. And we're just, like, not in that.
Yeah. I feel like we just exited
anymore.
it.
Yeah. That was, like, such a thing in college. Ben's season. It was, like, everybody, like...
Ben's season was such a...
Go to Chick-fil-A.
That might have been the last big...
And, like, run and get home in time for Bachelor Monday. I think that was the last big season.
Pilot Pete was the very last, for sure.
I think Pilot Pete is the last one I watched.
Yeah, me too.
Or who came after that? Tasha? Did Tasha come after that? I did watch Tasha's season, I think.
Know. Pete was definitely the last one I watched. Pete. Can you imagine if Pete was your name?
Pete.
Hi, Pete.
No one says the T in America, so your name's literally just P.
Peter.
Pete.
Peter.
Pita Pratigru.
Like, we say Peter.
Peter?
Peter.
Peter.
Peter, get in here now.
Peter.
Okay, you go.
Hot or not, 69.
Like, the position?
Yeah.
Not. And I think, have I had fun in that position? Sure. But I don't think it's hot visually. Like, it's just not.
There you have it.
Also, like, getting into that position is so funny.
There's no...
Like, oh, let me just get over here. Like, I just think it's so funny. I think we could have a whole conversation about sex on one day, because I think it's so funny how you, like, watch movies or porn even, and the scenes jump.
Your face just now.
Like, because it's true. Porn. They never show you the transition from this position to another one. Yeah. It's like the scene transitions, they get thrown against the wall. It's like, well, what was the process to get in here? Or, oh my God, you know how much in movies or shows, it's like they're at the bar and they're like, and then it cuts to them in the apartment, like ripping their clothes off. I'm like, what was the walk home like? Or what was the cab home like? You never see that.
The tension.
Anyways, I'm going to say it's not hot.
She's locked in.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything to add or no?
I don't know. It's hard for me to pick like a either side.
I have another thought. I was gonna say it's also like kind of a lot.
My opinion is it's distracting. I don't think you can do either thing well. Next.
Yeah. Me? Oh, me. Electric scooters.
Hot.
Yeah, so hot. I never scooter really, except for when we're in the city and we're drinking. Oh, it's probably not the best, but I do know that is the reality for pretty much, I would say that's 85% of their demographic as a brand is...
That's why they had to start, like...
people drinking.
Saying, you gotta wear a helmet.
Yeah. Like...
I think they're great for little quick trips.
I've had multiple friends go to the hospital from those scooters.
I know multiple people that have flipped over the front.
Those are... Yeah. My friend literally had to get brain surgery. He had internal bleeding. It was really bad. He was in the hospital for a really long time in college.
That's scary.
I know. And
isn't it so interesting how
knocked her teeth out?
For the most part, one brand will start something and then like every version of it will be called that. Like an Uber. If you call it Lyft, you don't necessarily say I'm going to call it Lyft.
Yeah, you
like,
just say
you used
Uber.
to say I'm going to Uber.
Yeah.
Or like Kleenex or chapstick or whatever. But the OG scooter was a bird.
Yeah, birds. They weren't everywhere though.
Died.
I don't think they were everywhere.
And then Lime took over. And I would never say like I'm going to bird or I'm going to scooter. I'm going to Lime.
But Lime was so not a thing for a while.
No, I think there was like a lot of different competition like between brands.
Yeah, Birds
I don't know, for whatever reason Lime just came out on top. Birds was college, yeah.
Yeah, Birds. We'd be like, we're going to bird.
I'm going to bird home.
We're going to bird home.
Barricade at a concert.
Hot.
I feel that it depends on the vibe.
It's just always hot if you're at Barricade. Like you did that. You're at Barricade.
Oh, it's like, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like Barricade is hot because you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being there.
Like even if it's like what the fuck band is this? Like, you did that, you're a
barricade. I think it's, if anything, it's more fun being in the front for, like, what the fuck band. Even though that would upset
I want to be in barricade for my literal faves.
But sometimes I think there's something hotter about being at the back of the floor.
If it's, like, fun pit. I wouldn't want to be necessarily at the very back of, like, Crystal Ballroom.
That's different.
Yeah.
That has to be different, yeah. That's like a whole
And I actually don't mind being in the crowd if it's a fun crowd, like in the middle.
Oh, well.
Because then I also feel like I can just, like, dance, and there's no, like, no one's looking at me from behind me. Everyone in front of me can't see. I don't know.
Everyone's just
I feel
their
like
own
safe
thing.
In there.
I feel
sometimes.
safe.
It depends, though. It really depends on, is this
but
a
if you're
small
in
show?
a bad crowd,
show? Is it outside? Is it inside? Like, there's so many things.
There's too many nuances to that question. I would agree generally hot, though.
Yeah, barricade's hot.
Finna be in the pit?
I love when you're at barricade and then the next day you literally have bruises all over your legs because you were going so hard at barricade. It's so fun. It's just like, oh, I did that. Live streamers. Like video game streamers.
I'm gonna go with not. Mostly because I just, like, don't understand it.
Yeah. Like, the act itself is not.
The concept is not.
To
me, like, I don't understand the appeal of watching it. And I guess I mean, I understand the appeal of streaming it if you're getting views and you're getting paid, and, like, you know, like,
yeah, like, what is wrong, like, what could be not fun
I guess
about
that's
that?
hot.
If you like playing video
yeah.
games and that you get paid to do that.
But conceptually, I think it's not. As a job, hot. Conceptually, not. Like, I don't get it. Why do I want to watch you play the video game? So if you're
the person streaming, it's hot. If you're the person that watches it for fun, you're not. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, okay. Not you as the person.
Yeah.
Like, the act. I don't know.
Yes. The act of watching is not. Yeah, and that's literally just my personal opinion because I don't understand the benefit of watching. Like, I spent my whole childhood watching my brother play video games. That's not fun. I want to turn. Let me play. I want to be player one.
I think a lot of people like it for a few reasons. One, the commentation of the person hosting, if they're funny, or, like, have just funny, like, things and then edits and stuff. Or if
edit it.
like there's funny things on screen or something like that, or, like, I don't know, things like that.
I was like, you edit it. That, like, defeats the purpose.
No, but there are a lot of edits made of the footage. Yeah.
Oh.
Of like if there was, like, a really good kill shot or something.
See, I don't even know anything.
There will be, like, an edit of that. But, like, people that really don't touch the wire. People that really like playing, like, GTA will watch GTA videos to, like, try to find out hacks or, like, different ways of playing or how to beat a level, or, like, so it's usually people that are really good. So then you watch to, like, it's like watching your sports tapes. Like, I want to rewatch that
film
or like rewatching your favorite, like, game. Or, like sports game, which I don't do any of this. I'm just, like, saying, like, in theory. I do like edits, though. I love edit culture. Like, I love edits are so fun. So much. Like, even if I don't know the person, I'm like, ooh, an edit. Like,
wait.
I love it.
This is funny. I was talking to someone yesterday about hot animated characters. And
Hear me out cake.
What?
We should do a hear me out cake.
Oh, we should. We should. And I said Gil from Finding Nemo.
Okay.
Obviously, I think.
Yeah. Popular one.
And they were really thrown off by that. And I was like, it's really not an unpopular opinion.
No, I feel like that's
and
a
common...
And then
I, like, sent a TikTok edit.
Of him?
Yeah. They didn't have TikTok, so they couldn't watch it. But
that's a new thing.
I thought it was so funny that you could, like... I knew I could open TikTok and look up Gil edit.
Oh.
And there would be... so many videos. I love that.
Yeah, there's so many, like, animated characters that are just, like, or, like, animals.
Yes.
You just have to, like, it's, yeah. If you get it, you get it, type of thing.
If you don't, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Hot or not, green bean casserole.
Not.
Wow.
I don't like that.
So fast.
The only time I like green beans is if they're, like, really soft and mushy. But even then, it's like, meh.
That's green bean casserole. Soft and mushy.
I don't like that.
Huh.
Don't even think I've ever had it.
I love it. You should try my mom's. It's good.
I will never be excited about a green bean. If green bean
That's
is
so
in the title of the meal.
I really love green beans.
I know you talk about them a good amount.
Do I really?
Like, a decent amount they come up.
I actually feel like you brought that up recently. Like
you say green bean a decent amount of times. Green bean.
Green bean.
It's just like, if it's in the title of the food, I'm never probably going to want it.
Huh.
Why is it called green bean? Like, if you said, do you like casserole, I would have said, hell yeah. A bunch of shit pushed together and, like, melted with cheese. Yes.
Sign me up. But
replace the green beans with potatoes, and I'm all in.
Potato casserole.
Yeah. Fanny packs.
Hot. Well, here's the thing. Because this whole, like, wear it across thing.
Rebrand.
Yeah, it's literally a rebrand of the fanny pack. And ever since then, fanny packs feel cringe to me. But back in the day, I was a fanny pack girl. So we're talking about...
Back in the day?
Yeah.
Like what back in the day?
Like high school.
Really?
Yeah.
You wore
them?
them?
Like at cheer stuff.
Oh.
Mostly like at cheerleading and theme parks.
Okay. I feel like I don't remember seeing them that much until it became like rebranded.
Like a cross body bag.
Except for like, of course, like the random white ladies.
I'm here for the convenience. I love that.
I feel like I'm not seeing the crossbody thing as much.
I don't think I am either anymore.
I
It
feel like that's
had
not
its
a thing
moment and now
anymore.
it's faded. So
I personally never really was a fan. I just it looked uncomfortable to me. Like, it's like strapped to you, but it's up here and it's like would stick out. It seemed like uncomfortable. It's just it's funny that they're called fanny packs.
Fanny packs. Bum bag.
Yeah.
Oh, my bum bag.
It honestly makes me think of, what's his name from Heartbreak High? Here, Ashay. Cash.
Oh, yeah.
He had a fanny pack. And I just, I think of, honestly, actually, when I think of a fanny pack, I think of a chav or an Ashay or, a sports wearing, wearing,
so
the Nike joggers with, the matching top with the fanny pack with across the chest. Yeah. That's such it's, kind of that vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when a guy wears one, I think, yeah.
It's always like that energy. Yeah.
Totally.
Chavs.
I think I know your answer on this one. Eyebrow piercings, hot or not?
Hot.
I say not because when I look at it, all I can think of is how thin that skin is right there. And I feel like I could just picture it just getting ripped out.
Well, it's in there. It's underneath quite a lot of it.
Yeah. But it just feels very feasible to me. I just feel like I can look at it and it just goes...
It'll fall out?
No, it'll get ripped out.
Like any earring?
Yeah. But that one in particular.
Because it would be really easy to rip out that loop right there. That hoop right there. You could just reach over and do it.
I don't know, something about it being on the eyebrow.
Close to the eye?
That skin is thinner.
Is it close to the eye?
I am really horrified of things going on.
I don't like the eye thing either.
That's my biggest fear. If you wanted to, absolutely mentally demolish me, stab me in the eye.
Wow.
Because...
If you get stabbed in the eye, will you live?
That would ruin me for life.
I guess it depends on the stab.
Depends on how deep it goes, how quickly you get held.
How thick the blade is.
Yeah. If it just got your eyeball, you wouldn't die.
Yeah, that would suck.
Well, yeah, it would. But let's move on because now I get through phases where it's I literally I can see things going in my eyes, even with my eyes closed. Next!
Pet rocks.
Pet rock. Wait, I used to have a pet rock when I was younger. Did you know that?
No, what was your pet rock's name?
Bob.
Classic.
Yeah.
Did you take Bob on walks?
Really beautiful, blue-green, sparkly eyes.
Oh. Did you have googly eyes on it?
I would have a little plastic container.
Did you actually have googly eyes on it?
No, he was not googly eyes. They were sparkly. It was just glue dots with sparkles.
Oh,
with
okay.
glitter.
Okay.
And I would take my empty storage containers and I'd tilt them sideways and I'd make little paper decorations for Bob's little room.
My God.
See, kids these days don't do that.
Are pet rocks not a thing anymore?
YouTube. Probably not. No. Yeah, I think they're hot. Hot girls have pet rocks.
Rocks are cool.
Rock tumbler.
Rocks are cool because, like, you don't actually know what they look like, and they've been around literally forever.
Yeah, rocks be old.
Rocks be, like, the oldest thing.
Older than the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's made of rocks.
Back in the beginning, there was just rocks.
Kick rocks.
Rocks.
Oh, I wonder how old that diss is then, because that's always existed. Kick rocks.
Did you watch the video of Olivia falling into the ground?
No, is that the one that Z100 posted? I just
saw it on TikTok earlier, but I'll play it on screen.
Oh my god, did she get injured? Like,
no, she like literally jumps right back up.
Oh.
She literally jumps up and she's like, "Oh my god, you guys, that was crazy." And then she just comes out.
Go off, girl.
Like, but I bet you she has some fat bruise and she's gonna feel that later.
Yeah.
Because that's one of those things.
But in that moment, you have no other option than to be like, oh my god, yeah, moving on.
She, like, I feel like you'd be like, fix. Like, you would just jump into that, and then you'd go off stage and be like, fuck. Because there's
also,
no way that
adrenaline.
That felt good.
Crazy. No.
But I think it could have been worse.
Oh, she could have fell a little more sideways.
Yeah, smacked her head.
Okay, this is the last one on my list. I know the answer to this one, too. Irish goodbye, hot or not?
Hot.
So hot.
Literally, if I could Irish goodbye out of every situation for the rest of my life, I would.
I know. I hate that there are some things where you just like can't.
You can't.
There's some things.
There are some things where like you could, but the exit, you have to say goodbye. Like if you don't have a good exit plan, then how do you do it? So on Saturday night, I think, did I say to you, let's go or something? Or did I not vocalize it to you?
Everyone told us to go get our wigs.
Get the wigs, so I didn't say anything.
And then on the way out, you were like,
yeah.
It's just Irish.
Okay, so I was just thinking it in my head then. Because we were in a situation where we were standing with a group of people, so I couldn't have said anything, really. So I must have tried to say it like this. But I was like, I had like gotten to a point where I was like, I actually can't be around people anymore. If I am around people, I don't want to be standing in a circle.
Yeah, in the background of that video you took, you're like, we've got to go.
I think we were standing in that circle for like hours.
Oh.
Like, why are we just standing here?
Honestly, I'm really confused about where the time went because...
Well, I'm confused about where the time went for other reasons.
Because we got there at what, like 11?
I don't know. I'm missing a lot of chunks of that night, so...
A lot of chunks of time there.
Mm-hmm. At one point, though, I do remember thinking that everyone was laughing at me.
Oh.
But not... I'm very self-aware when I'm...
When you're feeling that way? Like, you felt it, and then you were like...
Yeah, but when I'm, like, in a situation where paranoia could enter the thought process because your brain is thinking differently. I feel like I said that really well. A lot of the time, people will get to a point of, like, overthinking a situation and stressing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good at talking myself out of things when I'm in those mindsets. And so I remember at one point I was like, damn, what am I doing right now that they're all laughing so hard at me for? And then I was like, this has nothing to do with you. And then I just moved on.
That's like a superpower.
Thank you.
Wait, do you remember I ran into that girl I cheered with?
Yeah, that was weird.
Crazy.
You're talking to her for a while.
Yeah. And the story of how she knew everyone else was also crazy.
I don't know if I knew the whole... Did I hear the whole story?
I think you did, yeah.
Oh, well, I don't remember. But moral of the story, I did want to Irish goodbye that night, and we actually didn't really have to because then everyone came running out after us.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I'm not going back in.
You did put your foot down on that one.
I did. I was like, you're not getting me back in that house. If you want to say goodbye, come to me. Yeah. Should we end on that? It's been like
let's Irish goodbye the pod.
Should we end?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Thank you so much for watching or listening to the It's Time podcast. I'm Ryan. That bitch is Kaylee. We have new episodes every single Wednesday. We'll see you next time.